Namaste. I came to Pondicherry with my parents and my two brothers, Shrikant and Rashesh, 1956. I think it was August 2nd. So, my dad had brought all of us, including my mom, for 15 days to have August Darshan. So, we were, all three of us were very excited to be here. We were young. Rashesh was just 7, Shrikant was barely 10, and then me, 12, 13. So we were enjoying everything that was being offered in ashram for a child. Um, for a week, I just enjoyed looking everything, feeling that how children are happy in mother's arm. Like you could feel that the children are very happy here. Didn't understand in detail why, what at that point. So after a week, I told my dad, I said, listen, you can go back, even mom can go back. I would like to stay here in the boarding school. When can a Gujarati girl dance, play tennis, play basketball and track and field and so on and so forth that the school offered and still offers? It was a very thoughtfully I told my dad, I said, no, I would like to. So he jumped in and he said, well, I have been wanting to stay here for many years, but mother didn't allow me. I had asked her already twice. She said, you have children and a family, so you have to go back. But here you want to. And once I said I would like to stay here, my brother Shrikant and my brother Rashesh, they said, oh, they will also stay along with me. So, in short, we all five of us stayed back. So, my dad, at that point, we hadn't seen mother by the time we decided. But then my dad decided that we would do it right away. So, he donated everything, our wealth, everything, my mother's and all that. And then they put us up in a nice place. And from there, he decided that we didn't need such a nice place and the sort of little luxuries. So he told Duman Bhai that just put us in a simple place so my children can grow up there. And so we were put up in a simple place. We, if I can say that as weeks went by, we started the school. Three of us were pretty good in English because we went to English medium school in Gujarat, but we didn't know French. Now, me being that age, learns French, participate in all the classes, all the subjects that were taught in French was quite difficult. But luckily, along with me, there were other 15 students. Four other families had moved same time, and they had even children older than me. Some were 17, some were 16. So mother created a beautiful separate class, French class for all of us. That was done just for all of us, and I don't know if it had ever happened before. And so we religiously would study French every day. And there came a time we felt pretty comfortable to join our science and math, and which were being taught in French. So while doing all this, I always wrote to mother. I just felt that anytime you need something, you don't always have to ask your parents. She's there and she will definitely say what's right for me. So there are several incidences like that, and I will share some with you. So one time when I was 16, my brother from London said that he would like me and Shrikant to join him and study in England. So yeah, I wrote to mother, and mother wrote back, and Nalinda brought the answer back saying, I will certainly not let you go, my blessings. So case rested. Because We were very happy here. There was no void of any kind. Always felt mother's presence. Never felt like going out to a restaurant or movie, or all those 11, 12 years that I spent here, I never left Pondicherry. That's how happy, contented, felt like. Really, I don't think I even cried any time. It was that happy surrounding here that mother had created for all the children. So that was one incident. And then I remember how she can be personal with you. So one time I remember when I didn't feel like going for my basketball game. Uh, so I told my captain that I don't want to go because I'm getting cramps and I don't feel like going. So at certain time of the month that was. So she said, well, then you have to get a permit from Nipenda, that is the doctor's office. You should bring permit, then you're okay not to come. I sat on that. I started thinking, no, I think I'm going to write to mother. So I wrote to mother that I just don't feel like going every month, 2 to 3 days, attending any physical education activity. She wrote back a personal note saying, no, no, no. She wrote in French, no, you must go, because if you exercise your body, the circulation is better and that makes you feel very good. So do everything except swimming. So I started that, and fast forward all those years, I always exercised, and she was so right. So that was one very personal experience that I had early with her, and just mother, divine mother, sweet mother, everyone's mother. So that was beautiful. Then, when we decided, another encounter with her was when Lakshman and I decided to go to USA for further education. Lakshman asked her, and then he went, and then I asked her. She gave me blessings. But before then, Lakshman asked me if we would get married because he thought it would be easier for me to live there if I'm not living single in America. So I said, okay. I hadn't thought about marriage until then. So I said, okay. And so I said, you write, and I also write. And if mother blesses both of us, then we'll do that. So he wrote, he got his answer with her blessings, and I wrote, and she also wrote to me, my blessings, come and see me. So I went up to her room just before I was leaving for USA. So she gave me one ring, put it on my finger, and she gave me one for Lakshman. And that was 1966. So that's where when she married us. So it's about 57 years back. And mother has looked after us. Both of us have been very happy, very connected with her throughout. I made a point to celebrate all these 57 years, every darshan, no matter which part of the world I was. Naturally, most of the time it was in USA. So she stayed with us, and she is with us, and we feel blessed. We really feel blessed that how I left from here with nothing, and how she has enriched me with so much that I cannot. It's so much gratitude for her, so much that once I got chance, so we studied, we graduated. 5 years we studied together. We had full scholarship, and then after that, working since then. And we have 2 children. Neeraj, he's the doctor right now. Mother gave him the name. I wrote to her if she would give a name, and she wrote saying, if it's a girl, name her Niraja, and if it's a boy, name him Neeraj, lotus flower. So when he was born, of course, we named him Neeraj. And when the second son was born, she had left her body. So I wrote to Champak Lalda, and he named our second son Uday, sunrise. And so that's the story about our family, four of us. We are all well, and for me now, for quite a few years, I worked with Lakshman and me together for 19 years in medical research in USA. She has been always with us for every step. I can't imagine things that happened to us, to me, the way I was sailing and everything, where she had a constant looking over me. I felt that it was just the blessings, always the blessings. One thing I try to always remember, keep her with you. Keep her. If you keep her, if you can, as frequently as possible, during daytime, she's there. She's there. I believe she's there for us. So, and I feel, not just believe, I feel. So, did that, and then at some point after we were done with our medical profession, working full time, uh, after even doing part of the time consulting for medical field, I decided to retire, and right away she found me something that is so precious. That is the Sri Aurobindo Center in Los Angeles. So for last 15 years we are with that center, beautiful center, and for last 7 or 8 years I'm very actively involved in the center for doing all her work with a very nice team, homogeneous, harmonious group that I have opportunity to work with. We do basically all her work, everything about the center, and it has been blessings. It has been blessings. It's also a blessing that in all these 57 years, we must have come to ashram, to samadhi, to be with you, Mother, for at least 40 times. And here we are. Um, it is wonderful. It's beautiful to come, be at samadhi, and be. And I thank Arvind Bhai to give me this opportunity to share with you. And thank you.